I'm currently on a walk and I'm not really going to show it, but I want to talk about my favorite spot, which I'm almost arriving at right now. Here's a little preview. I'm almost there. I have arrived at my favorite spot. I am on the side of the road, if you can't tell, and it's like completely barren. I don't want to show too much because I don't want anybody to come to my spot. That is so embarrassing. Hopefully there's nobody I know in that car. But this is my favorite spot. And let me just show you the view from my end. It's so much prettier off camera. And it's just by myself. Me on this little sidewalk on this empty ass road. And it's really nice. I like to come here and then listen to music for like 30 minutes and then walk back to my house. Only con is that it's a little bit far from my house and I get really lazy on the walk back. But other than that, it's like my favorite spot in the world. It's so pretty and I love that it's like right next to my house. That's the best part. The fact that I have a spot I have access to like right next to my house for me to like just be by myself. Granted, it's a little bit of a walk, yeah. But that's what I'm out here to do, walk. It's just so nice to see the mountains and then I get a little bit of like city lights. It's just so pretty. And I'm gonna be really, really fucking sad when they build stuff here. I'm gonna be really, really fucking sad when they build stuff here. I really hope they never do, but you can only hope so far, you know? Maybe my saving grace is the fact that this ground is a little uneven because like I'm kind of like on a hill. It goes down over there. So hopefully they have like some separating thing because I really don't want anything built here. Probably won't be built here for a few years, but you never know. Sometimes the city likes to suddenly do things because they've been building a lot of new buildings recently. But it also sucks because the main road over there is only like one lane per way. So it's like, if they did build something here, I would hate the traffic over here, unless they're gonna extend the road. I don't think they can do that. But anyways, I just want to talk about my favorite spot because it brings me a lot of joy to sit here and like have time to myself, a breather, and then I go back. It's my favorite. I'm gonna listen to some Riri now. Oh my god, I've been in a Rihanna phase ever since her Super Bowl performance. She's just amazing. Sometimes I just wished that I looked a different way. I really feel like I still look like a kid. And granted, I'm like 17, but then you see some of these kids who look like so defined and like mature looking. I don't know. I just feel like I haven't grown into my features yet. Like obviously, there are times in which like, when I do my makeup and stuff, I'm not bad looking. I think I look cute. But sometimes when I see myself on camera, I'm like, why do I look like that? I don't know. I just wish what I saw matched what I think other people see. I think life would be so much easier if it was. If everybody saw what I saw in the mirror. And yeah. I think there's just a lot I want to change about myself. In a positive sense, I guess. It's not that I don't want to say words I don't mean, but I don't want to promote a bad thing. Like, you shouldn't hate yourself or anything, but obviously it's hard to love yourself fully. It's hard to love, you know, who you are, what you look like. And I just wish that all it is actually, in sum, is that I wish that I loved who I was and what I looked like. I really do wish that. I wish I was, because you know, confident people, they radiate such a different energy. It doesn't matter what they look like, if they're not the ideal anything. When you're confident, you just give off that vibe. Like, you can rock anything, you can pull off anything, and you look prettier because you're happy with yourself, you're confident, you know? And I really wish I had that. I just don't have that. I guess that's one thing that I envy, besides, you know, the other things that other people have that I don't. But I think that's the biggest thing. But you know, a part of me doesn't want me to love myself as what I am because I feel like I can improve or I need to improve, you know? So it's like a battle. It's like, do I love myself or do I attain the standard that I want for myself? Like, what is it? And I think with how I've been raised and what I've gone through, I don't think I'll ever be able to love myself just the way I am now. I don't think it's possible. I think that's the honest truth of it. That's not possible and attainable for me. So what's the next best thing rather than suffer and try to convince myself that I love myself the way I am right now? Work in a healthy way to attain what I want. And, you know, I'm not being unreasonable. I'm not doing unreasonable things anymore. And I'm working at it in a way that's reasonable. Also, at the same time, I'm not so harsh on myself. I don't hate myself that much. But granted, it is really hard to do anything or be productive when you just hate yourself. It's hard to be productive and happy when you don't like the way you look, honestly. That's my opinion. That's what my experience and how I felt. Whenever I'm unsatisfied with myself, I feel like I can't focus on anything besides what I look like. I'm doing homework, oh, what do I look like to other people? I'm just sitting there, oh, what do I look like to other people? Constantly looking at myself in the mirror. And it's tough. I'm worried that I'm seen as like narcissistic or something for constantly looking at myself. But it's to make sure I'm in check, you know? And I think that's another reason why I started filming these things, just to monitor myself and like push myself past my boundaries. Filming videos has really helped me with getting comfortable with what I look like and just accepting that this is what I look like and like understanding like this is me. You know, it's not gonna change overnight. I should just be happy with it while I'm at it, because you know, sometimes I look back at my old videos and I'm like, I didn't even look bad, but I know how I felt at that time. I know how I felt. I hated myself, but you know, in the end, it was no big deal. It was no big deal, no biggie. And so I think the takeaway I have from this is like, you can have a goal of yourself. You can not be satisfied with yourself. Being not satisfied with yourself is very different from hating yourself and letting that prevent you from being who you want to be and being a productive member of society. Like, it's not wrong to want to look a certain way. It's wrong, however, it's not wrong, but it's bad to beat yourself up over it so much. And, you know, in the end, these are just words I want to tell myself. I'm telling other people, but these are just words I need to tell myself. I kind of resent the message where it's like, oh, you guys should love yourself endlessly. Because honestly, in my opinion, that's not attainable for some people, including myself. I can't love myself endlessly the way I am right now. It's just too hard. It's just too many ups and downs. I want stability. And I don't know. People say you get stability when you fully accept yourself. I can fully accept myself when I become what I want to be. Maybe my perspective will change as I grow up. But no. I feel like the people who say that are the people who have already reached that point. This is like a journey for everybody. Everybody who says, oh, just love and accept yourself. Like, you guys changed something. Part of you changed. I hate it when people who are like obviously better looking compared to their past self say like, oh, you just need to learn to love yourself, stuff like that. I can't, I find it hard to believe, you know? I find it hard to believe. But then, you know, people who look the same and then just say that they love themselves, people are like, oh, yeah. I think it's just society and like what I think. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about. It's just that I just don't want to think about stuff like this anymore. I don't want to think about what I look like every second of the day. And the road to it, in my opinion, is changing myself. And that is the conclusion I will reach. I'm not promoting this message. I'm not promoting it. But in the end, isn't this what 90% of us think deep down inside? I feel like I'm just saying, this is just my personal thoughts. And this is, in a way, a comfort for me to be able to express how I feel. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just saying what I feel. And what I'm like. This is just me. Anyways, I can't believe a video talking about my favorite spot turned into this. It's a sentimental spot. It's a very nice view. I think I'm gonna head home soon. It's getting late. Goodbye and good night.